It's the end of January and I hit 150K a month cash collected. As you can see here in the payment processor, this is 47K. Then we have another 25K here in the past 31 days. We have another, let me see, 250,000 AED here. You can just double check everything and calculate everything together. It's total of 225 to USD is a total of 69 plus 25 plus another 47 is a total of 141 plus we have another 9K from crypto, which is a total of 150K. This is fucking awesome. I flew out my dad here to Cape Town, so I'm spending a week with him right now, as well as we are going to talk about how I can integrate my team efficiently as possible for me to have the possibility to remove myself as the main character and spend an entire week with my dad here in Cape Town. My dad is over for a week. Next week, my clients will come for fucking 7 days. We're gonna have an amazing time around the client retreat. After, 2 of my friends will come over. But how do I position my business, my company correctly for me to have the opportunity to build, hire, train, manage an efficient growth team and lead them correctly for me to create such results? For the people that don't know me yet, I started business 2 years ago. February 2023 was my first ever business. My agency scaled it to 10K in the first month, scaled it to over 6 figures a month in the first 7 months. After I realized I need more leverage, right? I need to have the possibility to wake up, make money without me being involved as the main character. So I started a consulting company and scaled it to over $150,000 a month in cash. Without leverage, you're an employee in your own business. I went from 10K a month as an appointment setter in 2023, January, to now making over $150,000, which I just showed you as a consultant in January 2025. Leveraging the possibility of the TIR effect, which I'm going to explain you in this video. And the moment you have an insane product is the moment you get so much social proof that you can leverage in the front-end marketing so more people can capitalize on that proof, on that trust, right? The only fucking reason why I showed you my payment process in the beginning is that trust is the new currency in 2025. Whenever you want to separate yourself, you have to be able to show people the proof of what you will be able to deliver. People don't just pay anymore. People need proof, people need trust, people need credibility for them to pay you multiple 5 figures, multiple 4 figures, okay? I don't work more than I used to do 2 years ago. I don't have more stress than I had when I was making 10K a month, right? And especially I'm no longer stuck in the day-to-day operations of my company, which puts me from a perspective of being a worker towards a founder, right? Because becoming good at becoming a leader is one of the most complicated things within a company. And that is why in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to hire the best people, train the best people, manage the best people, and where you can find the right team for you to create growth within your company massively fast to create scale. Removing yourself from the process can only be done through eradicating tasks, right? Automating workflows or delegating the right work, the right tasks to the right people. And the most important thing is, and this is the biggest mistake most people make, is they want to hire the best people immediately from the start when they're starting out. And I'll guarantee you right now, when you have such a big ego that you think you deserve the most insane A players within the world right now to work for your company, you're never gonna make over $100,000 a month. I learned to become a leader. I learned how to lead a team. I learned how to lead an operation by first hiring VAs, virtual assistants that didn't listen, that didn't get any work done, and that didn't saw the progress and the vision in my company for them to constantly improve. So know what your company's position is and know what for people you deserve right now. And that is exactly why I will be very clear in this video, exactly how you can hire the right people. Because guess what? The moment you will be able to make 30, 50, 100K a month with the right people, you won't only eliminate time, but your business will exponentially grow because of the new input that is getting done on a fucking daily basis. Imagine right now you're alone in a company. You have 24 hours in a day, which is fucking awesome. But that's exactly the reason why you're poor. Because while you are sleeping, my team is on a fucking US-based time zone getting work done every single day. Cool. These people go to sleep. I have somebody working with me in Australia that gets the work done every single fucking day. The input is over 100 hours every single day. So how will you ever be able to compete with the right people? You won't. That is because I have the leverage. I have the sustainability within my company that gives my team the power to consistently improve because they have the right leader in front of them that knows exactly where we need to go to. And then the question, how do we hire these people? right? Like virtual assistant, onlinejobs.ph, the best place for sure. Okay, a very good SDR, Indeed, works perfectly. Indeed jobs. I hired so many for my clients, for myself, works insanely well. Online jobs works insanely well. But Nick, I don't want these people right now. I want to have growth specialists in my company. How do I hire growth specialists? And the most beautiful part is that we integrate growth specialists for our clients, but I'm not here. I'm not Nik Setting if I wouldn't provide you all the value away for free. So let me show you this. The most important part, what I do to hire growth specialists. Growth specialist, the definition is being able to grow within its role. Being able to be a specialist and grow within its role to perform as efficient as possible, work independently, and be able to perform on tasks correctly. In the upcoming fucking 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to show you every single doc that you need to have this process integrated for every single hire that you'll make. Okay, so back to the process. The most important part, what I do right now to hire a growth specialist for my clients is I make a story on IG. And in this story, I say, I'm hiring the best appointment setters within the market for me to have the possibility to then filter out the right people. So guess what? This is the structure that I do. Okay, so I make a post on Instagram where I say, I need an appointment setter. I'm looking for these and these and these and these qualities. Apply here. And I'll do this for free. Guess what? I'll send people a type form. And around 100 people fill in a type form. So let's say you have 100 people filling in this type form. Out of the 100, I say you need to add a loom. If you don't send a loom, you won't be qualified. I send around 50 people send a loom. Over these 50 people, I'll check them all around, or my operational manager checks them all, right? I'm the founder of the company. I got to have more important tasks to do than that. But the most important part is my operational manager checks them all the 50 looms specifically. And out of the 50, normally 35 will be qualified for the first round. Right? Because this goes in rounds. And what happened in the first round is you're qualified. What this means is you get access to specific course video material for around 2.5 hours, explaining every single process about how you need to set up the outbound process, how you need to set up your accounts, how you need to run these accounts, how you need to make sure that you're capable of sending messages and then convert these messages into calls. Right? And the only thing that you get right here is you get my Calendly link, and you get a Discord channel or Slack channel to ask any questions you want. No chat, no calls, nothing, right? The reason why, and this is the most important part, I'm testing people. Because around 35, right? 35 of them, only around 25 get to the point of actually watching the content, actually getting the work done, actually joining the Discord, asking questions, actually gathering my Calendly link. And guess what? Here right now, 25 people, right? These 10 people are not qualified either way because they didn't even put in the first work that they need to put in. That means they're not defined as a growth specialist, okay? Out of the 25, let's say 20 start sending messages based on how I structure it within that 2.5 hour video material. They know the offer, they know the positioning, they know the way I frame my offer, they know the conversational flow that they can use their own flow. I don't care. The only thing I want is saving myself time, making sure that I don't spend the right time on the wrong hire. Very important. 20 people do it ultimately out of the 20 for a week long because normally it's a 10-day test phase. What happens is within the first 7 days out of the 20, only 10 seem to do the actual work, right? And work is important. Fucking respect you, bro. You just put in fucking 10 days of work, or you put in 7 days of work within the first week doing consistently input. But the most important part is, what is the output? What are the results looking like? I'm not going to hire people that cannot do shit. I'm not going to hire people that are not skilled. I'm sorry, but I respect your consistency. But I need the best people. I'm looking for the best people. So guess what? Right? Out of the 20 people, 10 people get to do the outreach consistently, but actually only 4 people book in calls. And the top person books in 7 calls, the other person books in 5 calls, the other one books in 4 calls, and the other one books in maybe 1 call. And what I normally do is I hire all of these people because guess what? We now have a new entrance. They go to phase 2, to level 2, where they get a more in-depth process and more support from my team. Support as well as more access towards more niche-specific content on that specific offer that they're going to work on for them to have the possibility to book more calls, right? Then this is 4.5 hours. And this is more ongoing support from my team plus calls. So guess what? The right 4 people are here right now. What happens then? We have an onboarding and a vetting process. So the vetting process is where we implement them with the right client of what we think will be a good fit. So here we onboard them with the right client. They are already trained. They already know exactly what they need to do for them to get the right work done. And they already have everything in place. So what we do here is we implement them with the right client. Okay? And the moment this happens is the moment we have a test phase. We have a management process and an onboarding process. So first the onboarding process happens, and then after that the management process happens. Because the most important thing is that the growth specialist is fucking insane. He's booking calls with minimal support. Imagine adding support. Imagine adding management. Right? Imagine adding leadership, accountability. That fucking growth specialist will become unstoppable for your company. This is why we hire the best people for our clients' companies. The people that you see scale. If I go to Instagram and I go to grow acquisition, right? My account, then you can see here, Max scaled from 25K to 60K. As you can see here, boom. Went from 25K to 65K cash collected. Mark went from 19K to $76,000 5 months later in the first 13 days of 2025. You can see Xavier and Yannick went from 5K to 50K, right? Within a time span of only 3 months. The absolute go. Let's go, bro. Couldn't have asked a better coach. All these people, Mark is liking the post. And then you see here, Max is probably also leaving a comment, is leaving a fire emoji. These are my clients. These clients are fucking crushing it. But the reason why is because they have the right people in their company, and I help them install the right people for their company, right? So the only way to hire, you won't find a growth specialist on Indeed. You won't find it on onlinejobs.ph. You will find it out of your audience. Right? And this is how I streamline my process. So let's get back into the process. 0 to 5K, normally I hire a VA for that stage. 5 to 10K, you hire an appointment setter, somebody that is capable of acquiring, and it's like a B player, right? Somebody that optimizes for conversion more, follows up with leads, increases the closing rate, and then a growth specialist, somebody that is actually very good at working independently, getting tasks done, but also making improvements for the company, constantly creating opportunity and creating scale, okay? And this is the most important part, because then ultimately you can add a closer, an additional VA, you can add a CSM or an operational manager. And the most important part is, as you can see here, let me move this out of the way, I'll show you more about the hiring process. So what does the recruitment process of a VA look like? I can send you this sheet so you can just hire all the people right here specifically. This is a questionnaire. So what questions do you ask specifically towards a virtual assistant to make sure that they're capable of potentially being the right hire? I can send you this doc. Here, this doc is very important, handling issues, how to handle issues with your virtual assistant, but also how to onboard your virtual assistant the right way. What do you need to look at? What do you need to implement for them to get an amazing experience? Because it's not all about you. The right people stay in your company when you give them the right experience. Okay? Then VA setter training. I have an entire training that I can give you access to for appointment setting, qualification process questionnaire. Here, questionnaire for the growth specialist and the recruitment process. How to hire world-class growth specialist and virtual assistant, right? The math behind it, the way I acquire them, and the way I position them within my company to create massive scale, how to pay them, etc. Then the most important part, right? Questionnaire for the sales closer, recruitment for the client success manager, as you can see here. A client success manager is one of the most important people in the company. You don't need them right now, and you don't feel like you need them massively. You think a setter is more important, a closer is more important. True, because you haven't experienced the benefit of building an amazing product yet. That's exactly the reason why you think a setter or a closer is more important. Because the only thing that you can think about right now is sales. But what if the sales is automated? What if you get sales every single fucking day and making 50K a month plus? You start to think about your product, of how important your product is. Client success intro, when to hire, how to hire, new client success, dealing with client challenges, everything. Okay, and then as you can see here, the recruitment process. So the most important process here is, for example, if we do, or a VA does, 100 new targeted DMs every single day through Robo DMs, right? As you can see here, I'm not going to show you this right now. This is my new software. It's one of the most insane, most ridiculous softwares out there. It does CRM tracking, follow-up. It tracks the data automatically. You don't need sheets. You don't need external proxies. Everything in there is integrated specifically. I'll make a video about that soon. New qualification and attention momentum is being created. But guess what? Who's going to convert these people? The appointment setter, right? You delegate, convert. The mechanism is that they're predictably getting booked calls into the calendar. No direct input from the CEO. You don't need to do the appointment setting. I tell people all the time. I get clients and I scale them from 0 to 20K instantly the moment we hire an appointment setter for them. Because we have the hiring process, we have the blueprint, we have the management process, we hire, we have the vetting process, onboarding process, management process for the appointment center and the VA. We get it done, we get it installed, and the founder pays 5 to 7.5% to the appointment center the moment they close a deal. Boom, solved, problem solved. Why the fuck would you do appointment setting yourself? Automated sales, right? Ongoing on a daily basis, additional acquisition sources, making sure that you add more attention. It can create skill with converting assets, DM assets, a growth specialist. My growth specialist booked me so many fucking calls. You can see right here for my agency, I booked calls every single fucking day, 2023. This was for my agency with my growth specialist within my Discord. Every single day, I can scroll all the way up. These are thousands of calls booked in my calendar, as you can see. Right? And the reason why that worked correctly is because I have the right team. It all comes down to having the right team. You cannot do it alone. If you think you can do it alone, you're a solopreneur. And guess what? I fucking hate solopreneurs. Because if you're a solopreneur and you want to stay a one-man show because you like the fact of being high profit and a solo fucking preneur, fucking become an employee, go work for the McDonald's. Okay? Conversion fully delegated. Sales closer, virtual assistant, more clients, higher need for fulfillment delivery. CSM, operational manager. Boom. Hiring process. What platform? Upwork, online jobs, right? Job post, make an extremely clear job post of what they need to expect from working with you. Questionnaire, qualification process. And the most important part, this hiring process is integrated on literally having all the leverage yourself. When I hire the right people, I don't do shit. My operational manager does it. And the leverage within the content does it. It sorts out the right people automatically. You become an extremely powerful person when it comes down to hiring the moment you can hire the right people without direct input. When you go on manual calls, fucking vetting everybody, asking questions, you go on hour-long calls and you spend days of hiring people, you're a fucking loser. You really don't have a good recruitment process, okay? Team management, daily check-ins, weekly meetings, quarterly one-on-ones. This is what I do with my clients. Mark, as you can see here, Xavier and Yannick, Carlos, scaled to 200K a month in under 6 months. Never delegate what you can automate. Guys, the most important thing is why would we have special people on towards certain tasks if there is software that we can automate it with? Software is one of the most valuable sources in this world because we will be able to create massive leverage without any management. People need management. People need attention. You have a big payroll. You don't want that shit. If you have the option to just delegate it by a 49-a-month software. The most important thing within your own understanding of what you will be able to achieve in life is understanding how to put things in rank order. What I want you to do right now, I want you to write down a list with the first step, the exact action steps you are taking on a daily basis right now. Every single action step. The moment you've done that, I want you to reposition these exact components into the structure of what is hardest to delegate. Closing, appointment setting, content, anything. And the moment you've done this is the moment you have the right data on making the decision what to put in what place and what position to hire for within what timing. The moment you know this is the moment the only thing that you need is the information and the action on hiring, managing, and onboarding the right people for you to capitalize on the data that you've just written down. And the exact thing that I just talked about in the last minute is probably one of the most important things that allowed me to scale my company from 25 to over 100K, right? And as you can see here, I can travel the world. I can make decent amount of money traveling the world. 150K is not enough, but it's a good start. I'm 21 years old. I'm in business for 2 years. I want to scale to 1 million. I'm going to hit a fucking million a month this year. I'll guarantee you that. And the reason why is because I have my vision clear. Same as I just talked about the data. I have data. I literally have all the numbers I need and the steps I need to take to get to the exact million a month that I want to hit this year. The reason why I have the best client results within the entire market, I have over 35 testimonials and Nik Setting testimonials, is because I have a game plan that I work on with clients, okay? And that game plan follows in 6 different components, which is offer, acquisition, conversion, team, systems, and fulfillment, right? And the moment you need help with any of these sources, you can just book in a call in the description. Oh, actually, I don't have a CDA in the description. You're gonna go to Carlos' testimonial, you're gonna watch how I scaled them to 200K a month, and then you can book in a call. Leadership, key decision making, project supervision, execution, specialized labor, and high affordable labor. People that you can put in any place for you to get repetitive tasks done constantly. On the top of the chain, the most important part, and I want to talk about this, we have different types of labor. So in this video, in the upcoming 5 minutes, you will also learn how to hire the right people into the right position, because most people think that they have a problem that they haven't got. That's the entire point. Most people that scale past 20K a month, that want to get to 100 to 150, are aren't capable of scaling to that level because they think they have a problem that lies in something else, in one of the other components of the company. That is the most important thing. 0 to 10K, just take fucking action, get your shit done. Okay, but from 10K onwards, majority of the people can see the pain that they need to go through for them to scale their company. It's an unclarity factor, right? Which is exactly why you need to listen right now. A CEO, a founder. If there is no leader of a project, who is going to be held accountable for its tasks? Who is going to be held accountable towards the vision and the mission of what we're working towards? No fucking body. So how are you planning on to lead? How are you planning on to make and scale a company to $1 million a year if you cannot even lead a team? Okay? And the most important things is strategizing on a high level, being able to make decisions, being able to be extremely clear towards your team. Know what they expect, know what they want, set the expectations clear, same as you do for your clients. The reason why people ask refunds within your program right now, or the moment you have an agency, the reason why you can retain clients is because you set the expectations too high. People are not happy because they didn't got results. People are not happy because you set the expectations wrong. They got something else that you have promised them. And it's exactly the reason why you fail. Okay? Defines company's long-term vision. Nobody works towards something. But when the vision is clear, people are working towards specific vision together while streamlining every single task, every single fucking day to get it done, to get to their end destination. I'd say that team culture is probably one of the most important things. I can go on vacation for 2 weeks and not touch anything and I'll still make sales. Because I trust my team. My team is so fucking good at trusting each other's work. So it will integrate together for it to have the possibility to create scale. And this is the most important thing because you can individually hire the best people, but imagine you hire multiple people and they create one power compounding effect together. Isn't that fucking perfect? If that would happen within your company, I'll guarantee, even if you're not a good leader, you'll scale your company to 200K a month. And let me show you exactly how to build that because that's exactly what I did. Okay, operational manager, client success manager, you need the right people to build on the right operations. You need the right people to understand how to manage your right clients. Okay, you have an appointment setter, a closer, a sales rep, SDR, people that are capable of generating and converting traffic. Generating traffic, converting traffic is a 6-figure skill set. Being able to keep people's attention within content is a 7-figure skill set. That's exactly why I want you to learn that. You're watching this video for over 10 minutes right now. That's exactly the reason why you think that I have value to add, right? You haven't checked Carlos' testimonial yet. You haven't booked in a call yet. So I want you to do that right now. Pause the video, do it right now, come back to this video, and now you're here. Boom! Virtual assistant, growth specialist, virtual assistant. B players, C players? People say, I don't want B players, C players. Why not? Why don't you want C players? Do you want A players to do your most repetitive tasks within the company? Sure, if you want to do that, good luck. You'll find somebody for a week and that person says, yo, you know what's up, John? I'm fucking leaving this company because it's shit. That's exactly the reason why you need B players. You need C players. You just need to know how to put them into the right situation within your company, within the right position. What is interesting about this pyramid, right? The most important thing is that specialized labor gives certain input consistently that is a little bit more high leverage than the high input labor does. Right? But the most important thing, the reason why this specialized labor can do these tasks consistently is because the high input labor is constantly doing the generic general tasks that need to get done for the appointment setter and the closer to add that personalized touch within their tasks to make it a little bit more high leverage. So the moment that is getting done and the traffic is getting in, the content is optimized, the messaging is dialed, you speak towards your exact ICP's pain point, right? The client success manager gets better clients to work with. The operational manager understands better how to correctly build the right systems within the right niche operation industry to create massive scale. And then guess what? The leader can lean on towards the operations manager and the operational manager and the client success manager's opinion and work. Because the only reason, the only way, if my client success manager has a problem, if my operational manager has a problem, he gets to me. When my setter has a problem, he doesn't come to me. Why would he come to me with that problem? He doesn't, because The client success manager and operational manager are responsible for making sure that his work is getting done consistently and it is getting done extremely well. The most important lever that you can pull is the ability to create scale, hiring the right people. Hopefully this process as well here was very powerful, in which you need to understand on how to hire people correctly. If you want A players for your company, book a call with me right now in the description. We'll talk together and I'll get you to 100K as well, because right now you're stuck at 5 to 30K a month. Right now, you're probably also stuck, right? You do have clients, you have a foundation, but the most important thing is that you need more leverage. You need better, accurate systems and better people integrated in your company, because you're constantly on one-on-one calls with clients, or you have a lot of clients, but you don't know how to create massive scale to scale to fucking 300, 500K a month the moment you already do 50 or 100 to 100. You are not clear on exactly what moves the needle for you to get towards the next level. And this is so extremely important. Booking a call with me in the description. Check Carlos' testimonial that you see in the description, then booking a call with me. I'll speak to you soon. I'm going to enjoy my time here in Cape Town with my dad this week. And after my clients are coming, bro, life is fucking beautiful. Life is insane. When you can spend fucking, like a couple months out of the year in Cape Town, couple months in Dubai, couple months everywhere. Life is amazing, but you create your own life, and the people around you will either support you or not with the life you create. So get people onto the road that want to help you build your vision. Not everybody in this world is a leader. There are followers and leaders. If you can be the leader and help other people, sustaining their lives, sustaining their families, giving them food, what you do whenever you are a founder and you pay them well, they will forever support your company and will always be loyal towards you as a specific individual, as a specific company, the moment they earn well, the moment the team culture is great, and the moment the vision is clear. Life is fucking beautiful. I'm going to rent a Porsche. I'm going to rent a Range Rover today, right now, because my clients are coming soon. We're going to have an amazing time. You'll see the content on YouTube soon. Guys, life is just fucking good. But the most important thing is that people are afraid to either leverage capital, leverage either resources, or leverage time to acquire scale. You can just fucking pay people to massively scale. Get all the systems you need, get the right people integrated you need, get the right information about how to scale that you need. So you just need to fucking execute. It's that simple, right? Catch you soon. We did 150K last month, aiming for 250K soon. I want to hit $1 million a month in 2025. Life is fucking beautiful. People, I love you. Thank you for watching this video, especially if you're still here. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know whenever you want me to make a very specific video about a very specific topic. I'm open to do that. So let's fucking do it, and we'll catch up soon. Ciao.